There's a chance that at some point over the past 2 weeks, you've taken the time to rewatch one of your favorite movies or sitcoms. Or maybe you've binge watched a series for the third time. Maybe you've had someone with you watching it. Or perhaps you were gathered in a different community online via a watch party. It's my sense that there's always one person who wants to prove to you that they know the movie or they've seen it before. And they give away that key line at that climactic moment in the scene before your favorite actor or actress gets a chance to do so. When I read our lectionary text from this past Sunday, Lazarus being raised from the dead by Jesus in the Gospel of John, I often think about my shelter-in-place roommates who want to tell me I know how the story ends. It's as if our gospel writer is saying, hey, pay attention to Lazarus. There's a clue for how the Jesus story ends. In our reading, Jesus receives word that his friend Lazarus is dying. And while the plea was for him to come quickly, it appears that he was delayed by a couple of days. Finally, Jesus was headed to the family's home in Bethany. And while he was still en route, Lazarus' sisters, Mary and Martha, took turns coming out to visit with Jesus while he was still on the journey to talk about their pain over their brother's death. Jesus, if only you had been here. We too have been a part of a difficult journey, and it's happened really fast. It was only 3 weeks ago when we first started hearing language like social distancing, and we were practicing it for the first time. It was 2 weeks ago, March 15th, when we were told that worshiping in groups of 250 now needed to be reduced to groups of 10. On the 21st of March, the governor of the state of Illinois issued a shelter in place. And now today, in the United States, about 120,000 confirmed COVID-19 cases. And we have about 3,000 locally. I guess we are Mary and Martha, asking Christ some of the same tough questions about broken relationships, about finances, sickness, death, and other disruptions during this season of crisis. Jesus looks at Mary and Martha and asks the question, where have you laid him? Jesus guides the community back to the place where this disruption in their lives was first realized, the tomb. Jesus yells, Lazarus, come out. Lazarus emerges, temporarily bound by garments that tied his hands. Metro Chicago, where have you laid him in the season of crisis? Where have you laid Jesus? Where have you laid your faith? Where have you laid your sense of humor? Where have you laid your financial gifts? Where have you laid them? Something happened to us when we realized COVID-19 was real. Our homes seemed to become our tombs, all because our hands were being tied because of safety measures. Well, Christ is calling us out today. Christ is saying we need innovation, we need leadership, and we need cooperation despite our circumstances. Christ is calling you out by name. Christ is saying, come out and bring your smile with you. Christ is calling the name of every lay and rostered leader and saying, come out. Bring your love with you. Christ is calling the name of every congregation and saying, come out. Bring your mission with you. Christ is calling on every synod, every denomination, and every community to be united, to work together, to be gathered, even when we're scattered and apart. I believe in us. We believe in you. I know there's real pain taking place today. And I know there's a lot of work that lies ahead of us. And yet, I'm still optimistic. I guess you can say, I've seen this movie before. We will gather together again, face to face. No, it won't be on the date that's on our calendar for Easter. But we will gather soon. And when we do, it will be a day of joy. It will be a day of celebrating. And I know it's Lent, but yes, it will be a day of resurrection. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord's face shine on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord look upon you with favor and give you peace. Amen.